I'm very excited to share the news with you that I finally got my PMP certification done.
Thanks to EduHubSpot.com and Varun's mentorship.
The material provided by EduHubSpot is fantastic and the mentoring is phenomenal.
I could not accomplish this feat without the outstanding mentorship of Varun.
I would like to thank EduHubSpot for all the support that was given to me in this journey.
If you're looking to be certified just like me, EduHubSpot is your go-to place.
Thank you, EduHubSpot, for helping me become a PMI Certified professional.
I want to give credit to my success to the EduHubSpot team.
Hey Joe, congratulations for passing the PMP exam with above target score. I'm really happy for you. The reason is, Joe, I really know how much hard work you have put in behind this, and you really deserve this success. So how's your feeling right now, Joe?
I feel great. I feel great. I feel good that I passed the exam, especially above average. So it's been quite a ride for me.
Yeah. I know the travel which you have been. Yeah, it was quite a ride for you. Joe, let me tell you first the reason why I'm conducting this interview. Because I know you are a busy person. You're a very busy person, and you always had personal and not personal challenges. You had professional challenges. And with that, you try to manage to clear the certification. I strongly believe when I get your experience, definitely it will motivate my students who are professionally very busy. And along with that, it will motivate any PMP aspirants who are watching this interview. And that's the reason I'm doing this interview. And thank you so much for accepting for doing this interview. Yeah.
Sure.
And I have list of questions to be asked. Let me start one by one. And let me start with this question. Share your professional background, please. What you do?
Okay, I'm a senior project manager for a company that's actually based out of Italy right now. And our projects consist of multifamily structures as well as commercial structures. We're recently doing a project in the island of Abaco, which is for the Disney. So yeah, I mean it gets very busy. And we are getting ready to start multiple projects here in Nassau, Bahamas. So I'm a busy person, yes.
Yeah, I know it. And next question I have is, what made you to choose PMP as your next upskilling goal? So why PMP for you?
Well, I started hearing a lot about this PMP, not only from my colleagues, but it's also going online and doing research on how I can improve my skill set as a project manager. And PMP would always come up, and so I decided, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot, and then I just dove into it.
Oh, that's nice. And I know you are a very busy person. You yourself told me in this meeting, in this interview. So while you are preparing for the PMP exam, what was the most challenging part for you?
The time was pretty challenging. Not just the time, but also the actual studies that occurred within the actual course. But look, I got to tell you, when I signed up with you guys at EduHubSpot, it made it so much more clear. Like you don't understand. It was like getting on a surfboard and just riding the wave, So that helped a lot. The value did help, because in the beginning, when I first signed up, I was actually just studying through the PMI website, and I just couldn't do it. It was very challenging, But you guys made it a lot simpler.
Okay. You mean to say that the structured approach which EduHubSpot had helped you to balance the time which you want to spend for this preparation? That's what you say.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
Perfect. And next question I have is, what resources did you find most useful in preparing for the PMP exam?
Well, EduHubSpot, that was that was very helpful. I gotta say, it made it easier for me to take the notes, and going through my notes before taking the exam. It just made everything simpler. Made everything simpler. I can't explain it with words. I guess just the fact that I passed.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. This means what I understood from us, our resources are the only resources you used for this PMP exam, right?
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
what your answer is. Good, good, good.
Yes.
And what advice would you give to someone starting the PMP certification process?
I would say go through EduHubSpot for sure. Look, it's only because of the experience I had. I had the experience of before EduHubSpot and then afterwards. So I can only tell you the truth. That's the experience I had, and it made it so much easier.
Thank you so much, Joe.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the exam a little bit. Can you share your
Yeah.
actual experience about your PMP exam? So how was your experience?
Well, the exam, all the questions really were scenario based. I didn't have any. I know they're different everywhere, but with me, it was mostly scenario based.
So that's what all my students are stating. Mostly it is scenario based.
Yeah. I think I only had one questionnaire that requested a little bit of mathematical work, but it was like the simplest math, like second grade math.
Okay, got you. And next is, I don't have a question, Joe. I need your opinion. Yeah. So I hear from some of the PMP aspirants who are saying that PMP is about memorizing things. So what is your take on it?
I don't think it's much about the memorization as it is about just getting the actual formula down. It's just when you reread. When I was going through my notes, I actually it started going into my head and it actually makes sense. Okay. So when it makes sense, you actually memorize it.
Got you. So this means what you mean to say is we have to try to understand the concepts. That is, it's like it gets into your mind. So that's what you mean to say.
Right. Yes. Perfect. And it's just like anything else. I think the more you practice it, the more it goes. It flows into your head a lot. Into your mind a lot better. So that's the thing with me. The more I went through my notes and the more I practiced those formulas, I just picked it up right away.
Oh, that's nice, Joe. That's nice. Yeah. And, time management is always a challenging part in the real PMP exam. My next question is, how did you manage time in your actual PMP exam?
Okay. The time managed on the actual exam, I wanted to make sure that I did my first set within 70 minutes. I did run over my time, my second set of the 60 questions, but I made that time up on my third set. So at the end, I had about 20 minutes left even after I finished the exam. So, that's nice. They do give you plenty of time because there was questions there that I did have to spend a little bit more time rather than the 1 minute. So that's how I managed my time. I just kept a track record of how much time was remaining and how many questions I've done within that time. So that's where I was. That's how I managed it.
Perfect. Thanks for sharing this, Joe, because what I'm learning recently from many PMP aspirants is time management is always difficult. And thanks for sharing this tip. Last question, sure. Your experience with EduHubSpot.
It's been great. It's been great. I couldn't have done it without you guys. So, I got to give you guys a thumb up. But yeah, it's my experience has been awesome. And again, I do plan on taking more courses, and of course, it's going to be with you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joe. Yeah. So thank you so much, Joe, for taking your time and sharing your experience. And you know what? The interview is not over yet. So let's make a little bit of fun. So I'm going to ask you one word question. you want to answer just in one word. Yeah. So with that,
Sure.
we're going to close our
Sure.
interview. Let me start with
Yeah.
one thing you could do all day, every day.
Lay out on the beach.
So you're a beach person, then I'm a mountain guy. Good. If there was a second life, you would love to come back as a man or women?
I'd have to say a man.
Okay. Good. Next question. If you were a
Yeah.
salesperson, what product would you love to sell?
I would love to sell boat yachts.
Boat yachts. Okay. Okay. That's
Yeah.
nice. And yeah, since you are a beach person, there is no surprise.
Yeah.
Next
It goes
question.
hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand. Exactly. One thing you love about summer.
It's got to be the beaches. It's got to be the beaches.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, the most useless thing you have ever bought.
Wow. What would be the most useless thing I ever bought? There's a lot of useless things I bought.
Just one thing which comes on your mind now.
I gotta say, the most useless thing I've ever bought was a used car.
Used cars. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm interested to know the reason why.
Because basically I just bought someone else's problems.
Understood. And your favorite drink?
My favorite drink is Montepulciano wine. It's Cabernet. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. One thing you are obsessed with.
I'm obsessed with a clean house. I'm a little OCD on that. So I have a lady come here actually once every week, and she does a complete thorough cleaning because
Okay.
I can't. Yeah, I just it's not. I don't like doing it, but I love living in it. You know what I mean?
Same here. Same here.
Yeah.
Good. Good, Joe. Thank you so much for taking your time and sharing your experience. I strongly believe this interview definitely will give some insights to any PMP aspirants. Thank you so much, and all the very best for all your future endeavors. Yeah.
Thank you, Gautam.